In this video, I'll show you how to set up and manage live streams in YouTube's live control room. We've built a brand new
Hello, and we're here. Sans Nick this time. Nick will be producing a little bit off camera. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing the shilling, but if I forget, it's up on the ticker there. Oh, there's our home on the web. antisocialexperience.com. The Facebook. I believe it's all antisocial. I don't do much of the shilling. And the YouTube. All right. So we got the Pope Jones back again, and it's all Star Wars, man. That's why.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
it was all Star Wars.
It's pretty much all Star Wars. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've got the Mandalorian, and then we got the Rise of Skywalker. And then I don't know. We just cover a little bit of like where Star Wars was and what it's become. So you saw, yeah. This is spoilers from here on out. So Rise of Skywalker. What did you think?
I thought it was a hot garbage mess. I have so many complaints.
Yeah, it was just as a movie. It was rushed, like. It was,
yeah. It was like last minute. Everything. Nothing made sense. Nothing was.
I just mean even.
I hated it from the opening part. The stupid, like jumping from atmosphere to atmosphere for like
lightsaber skipping, totally
light speed skipping.
That
was just. I was like, that's not what.
That's not how hyperspace works.
That's not how it works. Yeah. What? Like, that's not how it works. And
well, I meant just the pacing of the movie.
Oh yeah,
it was just like we're going to this place. Like there wasn't like 2 seconds in between somebody saying something or something happening.
Yep. It was just everything was just I don't know. And then like they had like, hey, look, here's like, she's almost Boba Fett, but we know that people know what Mandalorians look like, but we're just gonna flash it on. She's cool as Mandalorian. And then like,
well, she's only there for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes shows back up in the last like battle.
Yeah.
And then meh. Just what there. So like Poe's got the not gays.
Yep. So they did the same thing with the stormtrooper chick. It was just like, okay. It's like you just dropped this random character in. It's like, well, like how about that character building and that Star Wars fans love and all this other stuff. It's like, oh no. Gotta make sure everybody knows. Yeah. Oh, and then when they're in like the stupid like freaking snake den, or they're going into like the whatever they call it, the quicksand crap.
They set up the force heal.
They're like, no. And Finn's like, Rey, I have something I never told you. Never comes up again.
That part got
never comes up again.
Yeah.
And like, why did Rey and Ben kiss? Like Rey and Kylo, why did they kiss? Like, at no point was I like, there's a romantic bond between these two. Then, the very ending. The ending is the worst to me. When, like, the Emperor's like, haha, I've had this 4-decade plan, or however the hell long plan.
The whole movie. All nine.
The whole 9 movies was just so I could get you here, standing where you are, Rey, so I could put my spirit into your body. Oh, wait. Oh, dude, when you two stand next to each other, it somehow invalidates my entire plan.
I could just force you.
I could just do this. Yeah. Like, the whole plan, like, didn't matter. None of this mattered. None of this, all this planning, all this, and like I just had him standing in front of me. Like, I knew you. Like, didn't know this was gonna happen. Like, yeah, it was a Reese's peanut butter commercial, man. It was like, you got your Reese's, or you got your peanut butter and my chocolate. You got your chocolate on my peanut butter. And the Emperor's like, it's soul eating time. And then like, yeah, oh, dude.
Well, you can really tell that like they were just scrambling and cut a bunch of shit out and back together.
Yep.
And tried to retcon as much of Last Jedi as they could.
Yep. Without being like getting accused of retconning things. Yeah. Without actually retconning anything anybody wanted them to retcon. Instead, yeah.
Wait, you were saying what you're about to go into something else. So.
Oh, and the Emperor being like this stupid, like this super duper like amazing mastermind that gets all of this crap done, and he's orchestrated all of these things. How many times does a mofo have to shock himself with electricity to being like, maybe I should stop shooting electricity when they just shoot it right back at me? No, he's like, I'll just do it harder. I'll do it harder.
And throwing people down pits.
Oh, and throwing people down pits.
Yeah.
Like, dude.
You know it doesn't work.
You know Kylo, like, you threw him down a pit. Woo! You got thrown down a pit. That was like infinite, like, you know, the size of a small moon pit.
Yeah.
Into a nuclear reactor, then exploded in space. Yeah,
they kind of glossed over how that all worked. Is he a clone? Is that him?
And then he came back. I assumed it was him because he's all like beat up and crap.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yep.
Well, Leia flew through space, so yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. At this point, who cares?
Well, I will. No, I'm cool with that.
Okay. So,
like, they actually bring that up in the old EU. Like, no, Jedi can enter like a Jedi super trance,
a hibernation of sorts.
Yeah. That is an established thing that Jedi do.
Okay.
Like,
so you're cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right.
Like, because I want to say like one of the solo, I want to say like multiple Jedis have had to do it, and it's like, oh, like they're like, we found a corpse like floating around in like frozen solid in this like, you know, dead starship. And
shit, he started breathing.
And then they're like, oh, must be dead, and they bring it on, and it's like, oh, Jedi. So. Or Sith, or, you know.
Yeah,
whatever. Some Force user or another. Like, whatever. I'm cool with that. Like, I'm cool with the Emperor being alive. Like, yeah. Like, the old EU, that was one of the first story arcs. They did the Empire... Or
the Clone Emperor,
the Clone Emperor's Clone Saga thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it was an okay story. Like,
but they didn't set up the Emperor coming back in the first, like, two of this trilogy.
No. They did not until the very end of the last one. They just played the laugh, didn't they? Or it wasn't? No, that was a trailer.
That was a trailer. Yeah.
Yeah. No, because they were scrambling. They're like, "Oh no!" Like,
Snoke's dead. What are we gonna do?
Yeah. And Snoke being a clone, that was fine. Mm-hmm. Like, that was cool too. I was cool with Snoke being just like this random broken ass clone. Like, that worked out.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Rey not being a Skywalker, like, that ruins the whole thing for me. It just. There's no connection to anything.
Yeah, it's just a Palpatine connection now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like they suspect, like, oh, no. Like, it's the whole, like, oh, it's a secret plan for all these movies. So it, like, double, like, invalidates it. Because not only...
You weren't achieving what you were trying to go for either.
Yeah, and then when he was, like, finally gets to the end where his plan's about to come to fruition, and that's all he had to do, he's like, nope, found a better way. So, like, doubly, it's like, oh, I thought I was watching the story of the Skywalkers. It starts out with, like, Darth Vader. Then it goes to, like, his son, Luke. And then Maz Jaboni, the thing with the butthole eyes, is like, here's this lightsaber. It was Luke Skywalker's. Like, it belonged to his father before him. Mm-hmm. And now it's yours.
Well, so, that was, like, Rian Johnson kind of screwing that up, I think.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter at this point.
Doesn't matter who screwed it up. Like, the problem was there was no singular vision.
There was no Kevin Feige like Marvel, you know.
Yep.
Like,
there was no George Lucas.
Yeah.
George, like, if you wanted something, like, he wanted to be involved with the first one, they're like, no, George Lucas. And a lot of people were like, yeah, keep that fucker out of it. But say what you want. At least he had a singular vision. At least he knew from beginning to end what the story was going to be. He didn't care. When a bunch of, like, he didn't go onto the internet and scour forums like Ryan, like, they, you know, like I'm just going to do the opposite of what everybody says on the internet's going to happen, and then you get hot shit, because like, that's what happened. And like George Lucas, you know, like I said, like, I would have rather the ending have been like, oh, turns out Jar Jar Binks is the chosen one, and he shows up and he's like, "Me's got a lightsaber, Mia's a savior," and kills the freaking internet or the Emperor.
The internet kills the internet
kills
and the
internet.
process too.
Yeah, in the process, and kills. The internet
That
would
would blow
explode.
up. Yeah,
It would blow up. Like World War III would start, and like Putin would be like, "No,
you can't have Jar Jar do that." No,
it's like, this is not okay. It's like, yeah, like that would have been a better ending.
Yeah.
Like, I kept waiting. I was like, come on, Jar. Like in Last Jedi, I was like, come on, Jar Jar Binks, just show up, and just like, and I hate Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, I was not a fan. Yeah,
Like, got no problem with Omar Best. He's a cool guy.
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Don't give him online
Don't give him
hate.
shit.
Yeah.
But like, oh my god, I was just like, come on, Jar Jar, like show up and show Admiral Holdo what it's like to suck. Like, come on, you can make this movie suck less. Like, I don't know, like because like it's so bad. And like Poe Dameron becoming the leader of the resistance made no sense to me, because like, the only logical explanation I can have is like, oh shit, Leia's like, I'm dying. Like, the only person, if I don't put Poe Dameron in charge, he's just going to start a civil war within the resistance. Like, and like, because she already knows he just randomly sends people to his death. It's not like there was any character development to show that, like, you know, he's learned a lesson. Like, no, like, she's like, well, shit. Like,
no, actually, he's about to lose, and he's like, oh man, and then just Lando shows up and bails his ass out. Yep. Like, there was just no reason. Like, there's just so, why that guy? You know, it's like, sure, he's a great pilot, but he's obviously shown he is a horrible commander and has a shifty backstory now.
There's just so much going on. Like, well, shifty backstory is nothing in the rebellion.
Yeah, I guess
like,
so.
Screw that.
Yeah.
You know,
everybody's got a shifty.
Like, that's that. I don't think that's the issue. It's just like, no, he has shown that he is extremely unreliable. You know.
Yeah.
Yep. Like, I don't know, and like in the like, it's just like, well, like Han Solo's. Oh, Han. Like, whatever the hell that was.
Well, I think that was that Carrie Fisher had passed, and they just had to get somebody in there to shoot that scene.
It made no sense.
Yeah.
Why is Han showing up as a goddamn Force? Like, well, he's not a Force ghost.
He's a Force vision.
What? Yeah, that is just. Nope. Nope.
And what's up with Rey having that lightsaber again? Didn't that blow up at the end of Last Jedi?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I saw Last Jedi once.
Yep, same.
And I was like, this is hot garbage. And I was like, oh, our one buddy went to see it, and he's like, no, it's amazing. And I was like, yeah! Like, finally, it's not going to suck, and I'll go and see this movie, and I'm going to be happy with
The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
And I think he somehow is entering like a theater door to a parallel dimension
where it's good.
Because he's seen it like 20 times now. Like, literally, like, he saw it like opening day, and like I think he saw it like 5 or 6 times. And I was like, why? And he was like, you're just a Grinch. I'm like, no. Like, I try to be positive about everything, but when I see a burning dumpster fire, I'm like, that's a burning dumpster fire. It smells like ass. And like, yeah.
Then Chewie in the metal.
Oh, what a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Pure fan service. Like,
yeah. Like, one, she's a bitch because she's had that medal for like 30 fucking years and didn't give it to Chewie this whole time.
And they've established they've known each other.
Yeah. And that they've had contact since then.
Yep.
Like, multiple, you know, like, well, it's been a while. So, you know, like, oh, Han went missing. But, like, Kylo Ren was already, like, you know, like a teenage, like, you know, early adulthood at that point.
They knew each other.
Or it's Han's medal that... Why didn't she give it to him sooner? Like, they're
After
just
Han dying.
Yeah. What a bitch. Like, yeah. I think this when Chewie's like when I think he's like, if there's like the little translation at the bottom, like, what a bitch. Like, that's what I think he said.
Or they should do the R2 swearing cut, where it's just R2 cussing everybody out the whole time.
Yep. Have I told you about that?
Yeah, you told me about
that. Okay. Yeah. Because like my kid is 4. So we've been listening to the young adult book on tape Star Wars, and it's like constantly like talking about how R2D2 swears like a sailor. And like I was like, what? That's so weird. And then I thought about it and like, holy crap, I bet he does. Like he just says hateful things constantly. He calls people, like he insults people constantly, but nobody knows what he's saying.
Well, some people do.
Yeah.
Some people do.
Because like 3PO is just like, dude, what?
Yeah,
like 3PO calls his ass out, and everybody else is like, "Oh, you're cute little beeps and whistles." But he's
Luke
actually
can talk to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a lot of time Luke's like R2.
Yeah,
he's chill, man. Yeah. Like, because when he's like, oh, Yoda says like, beep, 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 and he's like, dude, chill. And R2 said like, I'm gonna kill you, green little motherfucker. I'm gonna fuck your mom with my electric probe. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Nobody calls him out though because he's the only one that can fix shit.
Yeah.
They're like, wow, we need R2. Like,
well, also, I don't know if they actually understand exactly what he's saying, or is it just the general gist? It was like, oh, like he's angry, or can he actually understand like
3PO definitely can.
Yeah, and 3PO's always like, oh, dude, and he hits, like, 3PO's like, kiss him sometimes, like, dude, no, you can't say that shit. Like, 3PO calls his ass out.
Okay.
Yeah. Think about it. Yep.
Yeah. So, on to something good of Star Wars recently.
Oh, yeah, The Mandalorian.
Just wrapped up.
The only thing from Star Wars recently.
Yeah. It's good. The whole
Amazing.
thing. Yeah. Redeeming, finally.
Wow.
After the last 2 movies, yeah.
I don't know about redeeming. That's like, oh, like Jeffrey Epstein, like was Jeffrey Epstein, but he also gave a bunch of money to like homeless orphans or something.
I don't think.
Well, I guess it's not
it's a bit
that
of a stretch,
bad,
yeah.
but it's like, oh, this is your stepdad, like, you know, like he broke your PS4 and he bangs your mom and like punched her in the eye. But, you know, he did give you a car for your 16th birthday.
Okay, yeah, that's closer. Yeah,
that's closer.
That's closer.
Yeah. Not as extreme.
Not as extreme, but yeah.
Because, like, not as extreme. He's still a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But, like, you did get a car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, yeah. I'm not trying to justify anything. It's like he's still a piece of shit.
Yeah, I get it. I'm still just laughing.
But yeah.
That's fucked up analogies, yeah. But no, The Mandalorian's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very Western feeling.
Well, it is exactly Western feeling.
Well, I didn't watch too many Westerns.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's like, I can't remember which one, like, the Jon Favreau said, like, no, it's this Western. Like, this episode is this episode is this. Because, like, there's the one Clint Eastwood movie. Can't remember which one it is. It's like, oh, nope, he finds, like, a kid in the desert, and a bunch of bounty hunters are trying to kill him, so he has to go, you know, Clint Eastwood the shit out of everybody. So
it is nice to have, even just a show, though, too, where, like, it's its own contained story. There's a little bit of an overarch, but, like, it's got a good pace to it, yeah.
I don't know, towards, like, episodes 6 and 7
you and I were messaging back.
5 and I was just like,
they need to step
it's cool,
up.
but it's becoming just from set piece to set piece, cool things happening, there's no story.
Yeah.
So I'm glad there's a story now. Like, well, not that there was, but it just, you didn't know what it was, and it was just, things were happening, but they had no consequence.
Yeah. I think the IG unit has been one of my favorites throughout the whole thing.
Was a star.
Yeah.
Yes, that last episode.
Well, even in the beginning, yeah. Even that first battle in the first episode, yeah.
No, at the end, though, he's like, but I am a nanny droid now. And I was like, what? It was, like, so funny. Oh, dude. No, the star of the whole series for me, the scout troopers on the speeder bikes.
One of them was Jason Sudeikis.
I thought so.
Yeah.
It was like, man, these guys sound familiar.
Yeah.
No, and then they're sitting there, he's like, well, let me see it. He's like, no.
Take a peek. Fine, take a peek, yeah.
Yeah,
then it bites somebody. He's like, see, I told you.
It's like, you hit it pretty hard. You gotta make sure it's alive.
You messaged me, though, and you're like, 5 minutes in, but I want them to do a story about these stormtroopers.
No, I want them to be like...
You knew they were going to die, though, and I'm like, yeah.
I was like, oh, it sucks because they're going to die. Well, they're not dead.
You can go back. You can go back, too.
Yeah. Well, I want them to tag and bank it up.
Tag and bank.
I was just like, I want them to be tag and bank.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god, I want them to do a tag and bank show.
That was a good comic.
That's like the one of my favorite things in the entire Star Wars EU.
Yeah.
Like The whole tag and bank thing.
The two just random dudes who happen to be around everything.
Yep. Force sensitive dudes.
Oh yeah, in the prequels they explain.
Yeah, because they're the ones that help Anakin hook up. Like they help Anakin hook up with Padme, and they're stormtroopers for a while. Aren't they rebels too at one point?
Yeah, like A New Hope, they're stormtroopers, but then towards the end of the original trilogy, I think they're rebels.
Yeah, because they're the ones that don't shoot the R2's pod or something.
Yeah,
like for whatever reason, they're the ones that don't shoot it.
Well, they inconsequentially cause a lot of stuff to happen. Yeah,
yes, they're there. Yeah, because then they die on the Death Star,
the second Death
Star, but they come back as Force Ghosts.
Yeah, they're the Emperor's guards. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they're not, but they are.
They end up. Yeah, they walk around They walk around to the other side. And they're like, what are we supposed to do now?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
They're
The
like,
elevator.
I thought there'd be a door on this side. It's like we can't go back around.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's a good comedy.
They need to do tag and bank.
But yeah. No, but the setup for the second season is good. Yeah. You think they should end it, though? You think even now they should end it? All right.
No.
Because you said before seeing the final episode.
Yeah. No, I would just say, no. I don't want them to drag it into, 17 seasons.
They need to end it when it's good.
Yeah. How many seasons of Walking Dead are? Because, when you have the main character being like, well, I don't want to be on this show. I've been on this show, a quarter of my life now. I'm out. Yeah. It's just stop.
Yeah.
Just stop now. Who are you making the show for now?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like, well, money.
Yeah.
I just. You know what I mean? I don't want it to drag on for 1,000 years. And then just be like, well, I don't want to watch this anymore because it's drug on for 1,000 years. Yeah. And also, it's just a pain in the dick because for, now Mandalorian, now we're waiting 9 months for the next season.
Yeah.
Which is okay. I get it. They got to take... I'm not saying, go faster! Because, what I'm saying is, well...
They got nothing else.
I don't want to wait 9 months.
And they got nothing else.
Yeah. I would rather have, a series... if they're going to do it, it's okay, we got, instead of 8 episodes, okay, we got 12 episodes, then we're done. That's it. No more. And, that's the great thing about Star Wars, though, is, well, that character's not gone.
Yeah, it can come back.
You can put that character anywhere. Yeah. In Star Wars. Well, not anywhere, but
pretty much, yeah.
It's you want to do a Republic era show, before the rise of during Clone Wars era, you can do that, and that same character could be in the Rebellion show, could be in
yeah. It's close enough time,
yeah. Well, figure what, how old's Vader when he dies?
30s or 40s?
Yeah, he'd be in his 40s.
Yeah.
So he is... It's
then,
30 some years from the beginning of episode 5 or episode 1 to the
end of
Jedi.
Yeah.
So it's because it's what? It's 18 years from the end of...
But the new trilogy is kind of further ahead in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you figure it's what? Oh, I think they... I can't remember.
I think so. I think it's another 30 though, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's still only 60 years.
Yeah. All right.
You know what I mean?
You can still cover. Yeah, I get you.
And it's a Star Wars universe. Human lifespan isn't the same. First off.
Yeah.
Second,
people are scrappier in older age.
Well, there are a lot of things that live way longer than humans. Like Chewbacca. Chewbacca is not even old for a Wookiee. Yeah. Chewbacca, the amount of time, I think Chewbacca is 250 years old or something.
How old do Wookiees live?
700 years, I think I would say.
So he's barely in his 20s.
Yeah. Chewbacca's not old.
Yeah.
Chewbacca's a kid. He's a young adult.
Yeah.
But, he's got a wife and a kid, though. You know what I mean? He did in the old EU. I don't know about now.
Oh, the fake killing Chewie. The fake out with killing Chewie.
Oh, that was stupid.
Yeah.
That was just stupid.
Yeah.
That was so stupid and forced because you could tell, because the characters didn't even really react to it.
Yeah, nobody cared, really.
Nobody cared that Chewie died.
Yeah.
That was just shock value.
Yeah.
And it was wait. They didn't realize that there was another transport that they could visibly see. Yeah. They're oh no, there was another transport.
Finn saw him getting loaded into the transport. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to bring us back to that hot garbage.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
No, you make an excellent point.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense.
Yeah.
And then like why? It was just try to elicit a reaction from the audience. And it was like, first off, I was like, that is the shittiest way that they could ever killed Chewbacca.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we found out he wasn't dead, like it wasn't relief that Chewbacca wasn't dead. It was just like,
what the hell?
like what the hell?
Yeah.
Like that was just like the dumbest emotional manipulation you could have tried.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it was stupid. Like my question is like, did they add that after or before? Like I just
Well, who knows? Because it's such a mess of cut together stuff.
Yep.
And scrambling.
Because it's just a random pile of like
scenes. Yeah. Just smashed together to get what we can get.
And like vaguely in like the right order.
Mm-hmm.
Like
how many? There were like 16 different like set pieces, man.
It was just
because I realized like halfway into the movie, I was like, at this point, they were still on Tatooine and Jedi. Yeah, like.
I feel like that was a lot of Disney being like, we got to make more shit for Star Wars land that's not original Star Wars shit.
Yeah, well, they're trying to do their own version of EU shit.
Well, no. I think they're just trying to figure out if, like, they're throwing as much shit at the wall as they can to see what sticks. Because they don't understand why people like Star Wars. They don't get it. They just don't understand.
They just bought like
they bought a product. Well, they bought a property that has made a lot of money, and they want to make more money. They're like, we paid this money. Now where's our money? And they don't understand why it made money.
Have you seen like the show, like the live shows they do? This is just people like in Star Wars costumes, but like they're like dancing and shit.
No.
Oh,
I know.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
They're just
whatever. It's Disney World or Disneyland or whatever the fuck it is.
But they're really trying to crank coin out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. No. That's they have random like that's whatever's at Disney. You're just gonna have random people in costumes dancing.
Oh, okay.
It's like Well, they technically own like the property. Well, you don't have xenomorphs from Aliens randomly dancing in the street. But I've actually heard concerns about that because Disney now owns the rights to the Aliens like movies.
They get it from Fox? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
They own like a lot of
They own a lot of shit.
A lot of shit.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of shit from Fox they own that is definitely not
kid friendly.
It's not the Disney
Disney brand.
It's not the Disney brand.
Well, Disney owned Miramax back in the day, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
but
it's not a
different world.
Yeah, you're not going to jam a bunch of shit from Miramax into Disney World either.
Yeah. Well, it's also a different time and a place. Like there's a lot of outrage about everything all the time, and your image is like it's like, oh well, Disney put out Alien, and like now people are offended because like, oh, it's like that looks like a vagina, and now Disney owns things that look like vaginas. The face huggers are supposed to look like vaginas, and like therefore like. Like
Disney supports for
Disney.
vaginas or something.
Yeah. So it's stuff like that. So like, because I don't know. So it's like little things like they own a lot of stuff that is very popular, but it's not a $bajillion franchise.
Yeah. Like their best hope is just to like re-release it or like release new movies in the.
Oh well. Yeah. Are they going to though? Is the profit going to be worth doing what they could do versus what risks they have to take? And
so you think Disney won't make Aliens movies anymore though?
I don't know. Have you
I haven't heard anything. Yeah.
No, there's there's supposed to be one more. There's Prometheus, Alien Covenant, and there's supposed to be one. Or did they do the? Yeah, they're supposed to be. They did 2 movies. Did they? I don't think they did the third.
They did one with like Danny McBride. I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was Prometheus.
Yeah.
Which had what's his name from Pineapple Express?
Danny McBride.
No.
Oh. Another guy, James Franco?
James Franco.
Danny McBride was in Pineapple Express.
He was. My bad. James Franco.
Yeah.
But
so when's Seth Rogen getting in on the Aliens movies?
Here's the thing. He's only in a couple seconds of it because his character dies in the life pod, and they open it up, and there's a hologram of him rock climbing, and then a picture of him hugging his wife and stuff. That's the extent of James Franco. They're like, we're gonna get James Franco and not use James Franco. So I don't know if he's oh, I've got other obligations. He's like, I really wish I could be an alien, but or what exactly was happening? Like Daniel Craig is a stormtrooper. I don't know if it was that kind of thing. If James Franco's like, oh, I love me some Alien.
I just want to be in it.
Yeah. Or how that worked out, but
who knows?
Yup.
That's James Franco.
Yep. But yeah, no. Then there's the one thing. I don't think. because they've done a bunch of comics, but they haven't done like the next movie.
All right.
So yeah, I don't know. Oh, I'm freaking hungry though. I'll tell you
I'm
that
pretty
much.
hungry too. Yeah.
Tell you that much. But
so yeah, Disney owns Fox basically.
Disney owns
That's
everything.
Yeah, Disney owns everything. It'll be a
yeah, I
matter
guess
of
part of the
time.
deal was like I was reading a thing when they were negotiating. They're like trying to buy it, and then Fox is like, I don't know, Fox News is just too awesome. They're like, dude, we won't buy it with Fox News.
Yeah.
It's like Fox News
Not
and the
coming
rest
with
of
us,
this.
yeah.
Like we cut that shit out, and we got a deal. And they're like, you don't want Fox News?
We don't want Fox
And they're
News.
like, no. They're like, good. Whoa. Like, yeah. Nobody, like, yeah, that was part of the deal. Like, Fox News was not part of the Fox deal. Like, part of the deal was that it was not part of the deal.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't want you. Because, yeah. Because I don't think Fox News would have stayed Fox News very long with Disney running Fox News. You know what I mean?
no, I couldn't have.
Yeah.
They would have just tore it down, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that, it couldn't have. Yeah. Yeah.
So where do you think Star Wars is going then?
I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care.
Are you done? Or are you just...
I don't know. I'll watch them. I don't know.
Because I quote, you said before Rise of Skywalker, if Rey is not a Skywalker, I'm done.
Anything new just holds really no interest for me. It's like, it just, I've been like literally, like I own every Star Wars novel. I own a shit ton of the comics. Like, not all of them, but most of them. The old comics. Not like the old...
Not the new Disney comics.
Not the new Disney comics, but like the old, like, was it Dark Horse, I think, put them out. And like those ones, and some of the old Marvel ones. And it just... The new stuff is... I don't know. Because everything was connected together. It's like, why did I care that a random person was doing a random thing on a random planet? It's because it all led back to like...
It tied back into the...
it all tied back. Everything came back. It was like, oh, like this is happening because, you know, like it's pertinent. It's happening because like it's related to like, you know, in this like, you know, Kevin Bacon 16 degrees of separation thing.
It somehow ties back into the like the
it
overall...
somehow ties back. It's like, nope, it's because of Anakin Skywalker. It's because of Luke Skywalker. And now it's like, no, now it's just because of a random person. It's like, what? And like, I get it. She's not a random person. She's the Emperor's daughter. But that's not a main Star Wars thing. That's that is a side story. They're like, oh, the Emperor had a secret daughter. It's not the main trilogy. Yeah. And like, they can never fix that. It's like, they can't.
Well, it's done now.
It's done. It can't be fixed. What they did is like, it can't be fixed. Like, whatever, like my feeling, like, yeah, when they kill the EU, like that really, like that hurt. Like I hated that.
But it was at least a chance to see new stuff. But I understood
why, because it was 30 some years of like just so much stuff.
So much stuff with its own layering of like canon and
I understand why it had to go. Yeah. But the way they did it sucked. The way they announced it sucked. The way they explained why they did it sucked. Everything they did about it sucked. But I was willing to overlook it. But then when they're just like, nothing matters. Nothing matters. That's what they said. It's like, nope. They basically said F you to the first 6 movies. And nothing mattered. Like, there's no standout character from this series. Like,
it was a blur. Honestly, this trilogy,
it just
blur.
was just stuff that happened. It wasn't Star Wars. It wasn't nothing connected together. Like, it just didn't feel like anything connected.
It felt like just stuff happening,
yeah. And again, it's because it was something written by committee and that was focus grouped that they said, George Lucas didn't, George Lucas said...
He didn't care about what the critics said.
He's like, fuck you. I'm George Lucas. I have more money than God. Like,
do what I want.
I will do what I want. Yeah. Like, this is my creation. Like, this is what I made. And say what you want about the choices he made for the prequels. Like, they were his choices, and he chose them. Like, it made sense. Like, as much as you want to complain about Metachlorians, like, it does make sense. Well, to an extent. To an extent.
Well, that's not what the Force was supposed to be. That's what we were complaining about when the prequels were new.
Yeah, but, like, again, now we weren't complaining that, like, well, we were complaining about how much Hayden Christensen sucked.
Yeah, and it was just like... episode
But-
2 is a fucking love story. Who cared?
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot.
episode 2.
there
Like,
wa-
the story, the love story aspect of episode 2 sucked.
Yeah.
But best Jedi fights in the entire like series though. Like the fight at Geonosis.
Yeah.
Like
And the arrival of the clones is pretty cool. There was
Yeah.
some
There
redeeming
was some-
stuff
yeah.
in the yeah.
the Yoda backflippy stupid fight
Yeah,
that sucked.
yeah, it was stupid.
That was stupid. I don't like it.
That wasn't Yoda.
That wasn't Yoda at all.
That wasn't Yoda.
Yeah. Like that didn't make sense.
No.
But still, it was coherent.
It was
From
coherent,
One thing to
yeah.
have the story mattered. Things mattered. It was like, no, this character matters. Like this thing that you don't know.
Did this for these reasons.
Yeah. Like
this
when they
is the
revealed,
outcome.
like they revealed Count Dooku, and everyone was like, "Oh, Count Dooku's so freaking cool," and it was like they killed Snoke. It was like you had a really cool potential villain, even if he was just a clone.
Yeah.
That still could have
Even
been
still,
cool.
yeah,
Like
they
they
could
could have, but just like the way that they killed him didn't reveal anything. Like, yeah. Oh, and then they're like, "Oh, Hux is actually a traitor." And
Who cared?
yeah, and then they're just like, "You're the traitor." How they know he's a traitor? What?
Yeah.
Like it was just so much was just
Oh, just stuff happened, man.
stuff just happened.
Stuff just happened.
Stuff just happened because it was just
You get one line to set it up earlier, and stuff just happened.
Yep.
Yep.
Like I feel like they had a bunch of different writers and they put them all in different rooms and
Oh
said,
wait, yeah, it definitely felt too many cooks in the kitchen.
yeah,
Yeah.
you write this amount of the script and like this is what you're writing. Like you don't have access to anything else. This is what you're writing. It's like write what you think you want to write. Do what you want to do.
Damned if it ties into anything else.
And then they just
Yeah.
stuck them all together. And individual parts maybe could have been cool, but they, yeah. No, like the snake force healing, though. That too. That was just. And she's like, I've got to give up a little piece of my life. And it's just like, at that point, I was like, dude, that's just like so stupid foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, why didn't you just like have
He could have healed a bunch of people many times before.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Yep, they're just. Yeah. Jackassery and shenanigans. Jackassery and shenanigans.
Well, you gonna give like the new Obi-Wan show a shot?
I'll probably watch it.
Yeah.
One episode or two. Oh, The Mandalorian's done, and I'm like really debating about canceling Disney
So,
Plus
so
now.
have I been. Yeah.
So it's like I'm not gonna watch anything else on it.
Yeah.
Like maybe if it'll be like I'm not paying for it if I gotta wait 9 months every time to
because-
see something new.
Well, that's what I did with HBO. I would just get it when Game of Thrones was on, and then then cancel it. Yeah.
So yeah, and like I don't know. I don't even know if I'd end up doing that. It's like I'm not gonna go through the trouble.
Oh, next time around, you think?
Yep. And I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna make a new email address.
Oh, do the free
Wait
trial.
till the whole thing's like here. If it's any good, wait for the whole thing to be out. Make an email address and
Binge it.
do the free trial.
Yeah.
And yeah, because they don't deserve my money. Like I don't think they deserve anybody's money.
Disney, you don't deserve your
Disney
Star Wars
doesn't.
money.
They don't deserve my Star Wars money.
No.
Nope.
Well, you're still playing Legion, right?
I have it because it was given to me.
Oh, but you don't even.
I haven't played it. I've played one game of it.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I look at it and I see like if I feel like honestly I was like, I have no desire to play it. I don't want to play it.
You just have an army.
I have the army,
Yeah.
and the second like, I don't know if I honestly I think that I would upset people if I was like I'm just selling this shit. Like I
Because it
don't
was like
want
given
it.
to you.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
want to like upset people. Otherwise, I'd be like, I don't want this.
Yeah.
I don't want it. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
Like nope. Like nope. No desire.
So pretty much done with Star Wars then.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not paying for anything Star Wars. I'll tell you that much. Like I'm not giving them any money.
No toys, no nothing from
Nope.
here on out.
Nope. Like Emmett had a Darth Vader if he wants. I'm not gonna be like, no, you can't have Star
We
Wars.
don't, this is not a Star Wars house.
But like,
Yeah.
I have spent a lot of money on Star Wars.
It is a Star Wars house.
I know a lot of people who have also spent a lot of money on Star Wars, and they don't anymore. Like, nope. Like, yeah. Like, yeah. It's like, no, like, I know a lot of people who are, like, crap tons of Star Wars action figures. I don't know. I guess the last Star Wars action figure I got was, we got Emmett Chewbacca and a Darth Vader of the Oh, like then there's like a new like little kids line, like Star Wars Adventures or something I think it's called, and they're like cartoony looking, but they're like tougher too, so they're made for littler kids.
Okay.
We got him those, and since that or before that, I don't even know it was well before
Last Jedi.
Force Awakens.
Even Force Awakens. Oh, so you've been done with it before this, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I had hope.
You had.
I had hope.
Oh, yeah.
No, I wasn't done with it. I wanted it to be like, now it's just like...
Yeah, they just pissed on your dreams, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, it's garbage. It's hot garbage.
Yeah.
And part of it is it makes me not like the old Star Wars stuff as well. Because before, it was part of like, no, this greater whole that's like this continuing story. And now it's just like, I've got a big pile of the reminder of my disappointment. You know, like I look at my Star Wars book and I was like, ooh, like maybe I'll go back and read this one. And like, I haven't read this one in a while. And now it's like,
you're just gonna get pissed at anyone and get mad at it.
Well, no, it's like it didn't matter. It
doesn't matter now. Yeah.
Like there was a story, like there's been a continuous story for like my entire adult life.
Yeah.
Like, well, before my adult, like since I've been a teenager, and like they're like, no, like this is like you are following the story
spanning thousands of years
of the Skywalker family.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it was. And like, if they wanted to set it, like, oh, the next part is like, screw it, it's like 10,000 years in the future, and like,
or Old Republic or something.
Yeah, I would have been fine with them being like, you don't need to have a Skywalker one way or another.
It's that far in the future, that far in the past. Yeah,
it's like, like you just, did, like, you just said, oh no, like the one thing that was like the cohesive like characters,
the glue that tied it together.
Yeah. It's like it's like Harry Potter book 7 came out and it was like, and in the first 10 minutes Harry's dead. Like Voldemort kills Harry, like murders the shit out of him, and then everyone's like, oh no, but then it turns out that, like this this character we've never heard of. He's like, well, I'm Voldemort's son, and I'm going to avenge and save the day. And Voldemort's son comes, and he's the hero of the Harry Potter series. And then J.K. Rowling is like, oh no. Like, here was the plan the whole time. Like, she does that all the time. Yeah. That's not going out on the way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But that's what it is. It's like, oh no, wait. Like the people that you like, the story of the family you've been following this whole time. No, it's been an illusion. Yeah. And then Voldemort's like, oh shit, like you're my son. It's like, haha, my plan has come to fruition. But wait, you're standing next to a random person. It's like, yes, no, my powers are fulfilled. And then,
that's the old plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
No sense. I think that's a pretty good place to end it.
Yeah.
I think Star Wars is dead.
Yeah.
Is that that's where you're going with? Yeah.
It's there is a hole in my heart, and it pains me to say that. And I'm not trying to I don't hate people for liking the new Star Wars, except my one buddy who won't stop being telling me I'm wrong for disliking it. And I have my reasons, and I've said them. And if you don't like it, well, that's your opinion. You're welcome to it. So,
Yeah. All right. So I guess the moral of the story is sometimes your dreams can piss on you. All right.
No, the moral of the story is don't sell your intellectual property rights to Disney if you don't want them to want them raped and turned into just terrible money-making monsters. That's the moral of the story.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to end it.